Hello, callers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We are going to begin with Robert Lewandowski, of course, talking about his match ban, the three-match ban that was given to him after he was allegedly, mocking the referee, according to what the report said from the ref against Osasuna just before the World Cup break. Despite the appeal Barcelona made, Robert Lewandowski's three-match ban is standing. Of course, that appeal from Barca have been rejected. We are going to be discussing more on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this report, claiming that FC Barcelona are ready to pull another lever just to reach financial fair play demands. We are also going to be looking at that in much detail. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have been dealt a blow as their appeal to suspend the three-match ban on Robert Lewandowski has been denied by the Court of Arbitration of Sport. Lewandowski was hit with a three-match ban following his sending off against Osasuna in Barca's last game before World Cup break. He was handed a one-game suspension for the red card and an additional ban for 2 more matches due to the gesture he made while walking off the pitch, which the match officials deemed to be offensive. Despite Lewandowski explaining that the gesture he made was him merely interacting with manager Xavi Hernandez, the La Liga's competitions committee decided to hit him with a 3-game suspension. Barcelona's initial appeal to the RFEF Appeals Committee was unsuccessful, prompting them to go to the CAS, and that is the Court of Arbitration of Sports, in hope of overturning their decision or at least securing a temporary suspension on the sanctions until the appeal was studied. However, the Court of Arbitration of Sports has ruled out Robert Lewandowski's three-match ban and will stand, and there will be no temporary suspension of those sanctions. As a result, the Barcelona superstar will now miss their upcoming Catalan derby, that is against Espanyol, which will take place on the 31st of December, as well as La Liga matches against Atletico Madrid and Getafe. Lewandowski joined Barca this past summer and has been one of the team's best players without a shadow of a doubt. The former Bayern Munich ace is leading the goal-scoring charts in La Liga this season so far, and his absence will hurt Xavi and co in the upcoming games to come. Lewandowski will be a big miss, no doubt about that, and despite the appeal Barca made for the gesture, saying that it was not meant for the ref, but that fell in deaf ears as the suspension is still on, 3-match ban. It will be a big miss because there are some very crucial games coming up, very big games as well, against Espanyol. A derby is never an easy one. Against Atletico Madrid as well, which is never an easy one. Getafe, I mean, those are 3 games that, we are going to play without Robert Lewandowski, and there's nothing Barca can do about that again. So we just have to, Xavi just have to make use of other players to replace Lewandowski there. I think Memphis Depay is now fit, and I think Memphis Depay will have a lot of game time for the games to come. Of course, luckily enough, Memphis Depay is in good form, and I definitely think that, if he continues to show the good form he has been recently, he's going to play, he's going to play well and, of course, contribute a lot in the absence of Lewandowski. So let's see how those games will look like without our star man. Of course, Lewandowski have been on hot form this season for Barca, the top goal scorer for La Liga as a whole. So he's definitely going to be a big miss, but we need to try and cope without him and see the depth of the team that we always claim we have depth of the team. Now that Lewandowski will not be around, definitely if we can win all those 3 games without him, then I think it will be something good to show that over-reliance on a single player like in the days of Messi is no more. And I definitely think Xavi will try his best to ensure that the team continue to play with that strong mentality to win those games, as Lewandowski will be absent. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, according to a report published by Victor Malo, Barcelona are ready to pull another lever in the form of the sale of Barca TV to reach financial fair play goals. They are, if reports are to be believed, at negative 35 million euros right now and no longer fall in the 1:1 rule of La Liga. La Liga has filed them under the 3:1 rule, which means they are only allowed to spend €1 for every €3 they generate, which means they not only do Barcelona have almost no scope of signing new players in January, but also cannot promote the likes of Alejandro Balde, Gavi, and Inaki Peña to the first team. Further, they also face trouble with the registration of Ronald Araujo's new contract and will be unable to renew Balde as was planned. Currently, they have €35 million in excess salary, but they will receive €5 million gap after the retirement of Gerard Piqué. The legendary defender has also let go of his deferred salary. Further, Barcelona also have a sponsorship agreement with Whitebait of 10 million plus €2 million, which also releases €5 million in salary gap. FC Barcelona are currently going through a lot when it comes to financial problems, and you know, the January transfer window was going to be very complicated as it stands. And President Laporta doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. We really want to strengthen the squad further. And after reports earlier claiming how Barca might not be able to activate any lever, any economic lever, I don't know how come this report will say there's still that possibility of Barcelona pulling up another lever, and this one they're talking about the Barca TV, that Barca will be willing to sell a certain percentage, just to ensure that they fall in line with the La Liga fair play rules, of course, which has been a big hindrance for FC Barcelona when it comes to our transfer market, signing players. Definitely, we quite remember the last summer we had to sign up to 7 players, and without the help of the economic lever that we did activate, it could have been difficult for us to have a successful transfer window. So let's see, because definitely if there's still that possibility of Barcelona activating those levers or another lever, maybe just the Barca TV, then definitely it's gonna be helpful a lot. Because in the January transfer window, I think Barca themselves will be so, trying as much as possible to sign a player. Because if they don't, maybe it's feel like it's going to be a failure. But let's see how it goes. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye for now.